Okay, so in today's update about Algorand, I want to check out this move down which we had in the last 48 hours and see what is going on. And can we still be bullish and say maybe from here or possibly a below we're going to have a big move up or something else is happening and we're going to have a trip around the lows and possibly even take the lowest low down here about 17.5 cents. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember, in the previous update, we were around this area and the idea was because this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and also the previous move was kind of looking like an impulse. I said, well, okay, maybe we are going to have a correction structure up and then another move on the downside. But having said that, I didn't really expect for this move down in algo to be actually this deep. I expected something like this and then maybe from these areas a very strong recovery phase. And at that point, if you check out the previous update, you see that I said I'm hoping that in algo we are going to get a break of the higher band of this region about 21.5 cents. And if we do it, because above here not a whole lot is going on, we can expect this move to continue and in it we reach to about the next important resistance area all the way up here between 24.5 to about 25.5 cents. So what happened? Definitely not this possibility, and unfortunately once more we got a very strong rejection. Now let's talk about the bearish scenario first. You see, in here we said, well, okay, this is an impulse right in here and this is also a correction. It was very much expected, but from this high I think we may have like a 1, 2, 3, and then let's just take the waves in here actually. Okay, 5 down into 1, correction for 2, another move down into wave 3, correction for 4, and one more move down into wave 5. Now if we are bearish in algo, then okay, on a higher degree, maybe this is 1, this is 2, big 5 down into wave 3, and we are going to have some sort of a correction, maybe a triangle, maybe an ABC into our wave 4. And what's going to happen next? Well, unfortunately, we are going to, according to this scenario at least, get another move down into wave 5. And there is a good chance that in algo, in this move, we are going to take the lowest low down here about, let's say, 17.5 cents. So this is our bearish scenario, and in it we are going to say that this was overall an A, B, C on the upside, and from this point to about here this was another ABC, which means, well, okay, overall we did have a WXY possibly in form of a double zigzag, indicating our move down is simply not over yet. Now question, if we are going to have one more move down and take the lowest low, does this mean that our move down is going to be like very deep and from here we are going to go much lower? At the moment, I don't really have a good answer for you, but here is what I have to say. What you do not want to see in Algorand is a very strong move down and then pull back to this area and followed by that a continuation of the move down. Why is that? Because this is a very important support and under it not a whole lot is happening. So if we do actually break the support, maybe our move down is going to continue a bit more, but that's not the point. The point is that the recovery phase at that point overall is going to take some time. You see, in terms of general structure, I do still believe that starting from the highest high about, let's say, 61.5 cents in Algorand, we are having a correction down, and after our correction is over, we are going to have another phase of the bull run, which in it we're going to take this high about 61.5 cents. But I think a better target at that point, it's going to be somewhere around $1 to about $1.10. Now if we break this support at that point, the recovery phase is going to take some time, meaning you are probably going to see like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to about here, and then correction down, and then 1, 2, and then another probably 1 and a 2, and at that point we're going to reach to about this important broken support as well, which is now going to act as a resistance area. And once more, this is also going to take some time. So you know, overall our next phase of the bull run, in case that we do get some more moves on the downside in Algorand, is going to take some time, and that's just the reality of it. So let's have a quick conclusion. In algo, we may very well see a corrective movement for another move down into wave 5, but pay attention to this. After it, we are going to have a move up, and what we want to see is a very strong move a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to get back above this important level. What you do not want to see is a correction, a slow and choppy move up in order to have a pullback. And if you see this scenario happening, at that point, you can absolutely expect another move down in algo in order to take this low right in here. Now, so far, we talked about the bearish scenario. What about the bullish possibility? You see, the bullish scenario also suggests that in this phase, we're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, in it, we're not going to take this low about 17.5 cents. And the idea, according to the bullish scenario, is that from this point, maybe this is an A, B, C down, and then this is A, B, C on the upside and on a higher degree. But okay, we are having ABC down into A, ABC up into B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into C. Now, on a higher degree, okay, this flat is going to be into a wave 2, and then after our correction is over, we're going to have another move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So again, this is just in the interest of being absolutely objective. And if this is the case, again, once more, after this 5 wave down, you need to pay attention to the next move. Are we going to have a very strong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to especially get back above the higher band of this region, about 21.5 cents or not? If we have this thing, okay, maybe at that point, this is actually happening and our move down is over and the final low is already in. But for now, I don't really think that based on what I'm saying, we should be considering this 1 and a 2 setup. Why is that? Because our wave B, which in it we are having an ABC structure, is actually much bigger than this supposedly impulse on the upside into our wave 1, which is relative to this wave B on a higher degree. And that is highly unusual. I'm not going to say it's absolutely impossible. No, it is possible to have something like this, but it is unusual to a degree that is going to make me say, you know what, maybe this is for now at least our alternate scenario. And as long as I'm not proven otherwise, I'm going to count on another move down in algo. And it's really a shame because I was really hoping to in here do something like this, get back above this region and then go up to somewhere around the next important resistance. But you know, it is what it is. We didn't do that. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algorand. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.